Hi everyone, it's Christina from Christina Noel, and today we're switching things up a little bit and I am doing a video mashup with Alyssa Enders, who writes over at Clever Compass. Alyssa and I met in 2012 at Bloggy Boot Camp. I didn't really know anybody and she was at one of the after party events and we started talking and it was great because it made me feel significantly less awkward than I did not knowing anybody. She blogs about being a mom and a sign language interpreter and great YouTube videos, and she does a lot of cool giveaways, so I'm really excited to be linking up with her for this. We're going to be doing a tag about childhood. So I just turned 25 this year, so childhood is a little bit of a relative term, and some of the questions actually ask about high school and whatnot. So you're going to learn about Christina Noel in the first 18 years of her life or so. So thanks for watching and let me know if you make it through all 15 questions. So I don't have a favorite band or group or singer from growing up, but as a girl of the 90s, I definitely love boy bands. Whether that's NSYNC or 98 Degrees or the Backstreet Boys, LFO, BBMac, Boyz II Men, there's just far too many to name. And the part I miss the most about them is the great harmonies, and nobody really does that anymore. So it would be great to get more of that.
Good question. If my family had to answer this question, I'm sure they would say New Kids on the Block. I had the bedspread and the pillows and pictures of them torn out of magazines all around my walls. You couldn't see any wall space. But I would say Belle Biv DeVoe. I could totally go back and listen to them again, and yeah, I think it'd be good. What about you?
I didn't really have a favorite childhood movie. I actually didn't watch too many movies growing up at all, and I do remember the day that my cousin Dan asked me what my favorite movie was, and I must have been like 6 or 7, and my parents had just watched The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston, clearly with Whitney Houston, and it was the only movie I could think of, so little 6-year-old Christina sat there and said, oh, well, my favorite movie is The Bodyguard, even though to this day I haven't actually seen the entire thing.
Adventures in Babysitting, Can't Buy Me Love, those would be my two.
I was a television junkie growing up. My sister and I actually managed to find a way to watch somewhere between 6 and 8 hours of television a day. We played soccer, we were in Girl Scouts, we got really good grades, but somehow we still managed 6 to 8 hours of TV a day. So this question was really difficult. When I was really little, my favorite show was Barney. I was a Barney girl, I admit it. I was a little bit after the Sesame Street era. And in more of my elementary, middle school years, I think Boy Meets World is definitely my show of choice.
So many! There was such good TV back then. The Cosby Show, Different World, Different Strokes, Silver Spoons, Who's the Boss, Family Ties, Growing Pains, Good Times. I miss TV from my childhood.
I didn't have a favorite song growing up, but every night before I went to bed, I listened to Delilah's show with all the love songs, and it's actually significantly influenced my music choice to date. Going through my iTunes just now, actually, I realized that most of what I listen to on a regular basis is something that you would have heard on Delilah's show in the late 90s.
Song. I would have to go, like, the song that immediately jumps to mind is Criss Cross. And when I was in Recreation Council, we would go to the local park. They had rec in the summer, and we would go on field trips, and we would sneak to the back of the bus and put our pants and shirts on backwards. So that's the song that comes to me, or the group.
One thing that I still wish was around from when I was a little kid are television jingles. To this day, I could sing you the Kit Kat jingle, or the Winterfresh gum jingle, or the Folgers commercial song, and it would be great if there were more catchy things like that between my television shows these days.
I'm gonna go with Rice-A-Roni. I don't know what about it. I mean, there's still Rice-A-Roni. We still eat it here, but I remember growing up that they changed their recipe or how it was made, and it was a big thing. My family was, we ate a lot of Rice-A-Roni, and I remember it being a huge thing, and we didn't like the new Rice-A-Roni as much as the old Rice-A-Roni, so I'd like to know what the old Rice-A-Roni tasted like.
I don't remember a favorite dance necessarily from growing up, but I do know that in high school, my best friends and I used to hang out in my family room and push all the furniture to the sides and would do the Cotton Eye Joe at least once during every party that I ever had.
I don't remember dancing as a kid. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I like the twirls, you know, where your parents like spin you by the finger, or kind of like my son's favorite thing is just to run. He's probably a runner. I don't remember a dance.
I haven't decided or not if this counts yet as childhood slang, but one thing that I really miss is being able to use the phrase like and not have people look at you like you're crazy. I just think it would be really useful in society at age 25 when it comes to dating. So if we could all bring back like, that would be great. Thanks.
I'm gonna go with, I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles original movie greatly influenced my vocabulary. I think like cowabunga was pretty popular amongst like my younger siblings and I, but dude has definitely stayed with me. We still use that in our house all the time. So I'll go with dude.
One thing that I actually still have from my childhood that has come with me to college, it came to me to my first place after graduating, it's now with me in my second place after graduating. It's actually my alarm clock. It's the same exact alarm clock that I had all through growing up. There's actually not an alarm clock in my bedroom at home anymore, and it's all scratched up, but I just love it so much and I can't get rid of it because it's the one thing that I've had since birth.
My blanket, I still have it. I should have brought it here so I could show it to you. Yeah, it has Holly Hobby on it. If you don't know what Holly Hobby is, you should go check her out. She's pretty hot chick.
So thank you so much for watching 15 questions about my childhood. I'd love to know what some of your answers are to these questions, and absolutely go check out Alyssa's answers to these questions as well and hop over onto her page. Hopefully we'll do something like this again soon, and let me know if you liked it in the comments. Thanks. Bye.